Make sure, everything's right.
Sim.
Yes.
Plague Inc. Added a new disease type, disease scenario. It's the fake news scenario, where instead of playing as a disease, you play trying to spread fake news.
You win every time, I guess.
Okay.
Not you personally, but the person who plays it.
Okay. Announcement. Okay, post the announcement. Ooh, boy. Write that up. Yeah, I always write my own. It's great. Okay, there we go. Shall reply for sent. Fair fast it go. So it is, I found it. Alright. Okay. I have like 70 chats open. Only 70, oh god. Thank you for the follow. That was frightening. As always, everything's frightening. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, we go down there, there we go. This wouldn't be art, would it? I don't know what this would count as. I should, you know what? Let's switch that to, just chatting, I guess, because I can do that, right? I think I can. I think I can, and that's all that matters. Let me edit that real quick. We're doing... There we go. Not just dance, just chatting. There we go, that's better. Okay. Alrighty, Zine. Don't do that, don't load that, don't do it. Bwomp. Alright. Bwomp. We should be ready. We just need... I don't know. We need, I need to get this ready. So... Hope everyone's doing alright. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm joined here by other people, but they don't talk ever, so don't worry.
Yeah, it's okay.
They don't.
Yeah, no, we don't talk.
Yeah, they don't speak. I would introduce them, but again, you'll hardly ever hear them. It's sad, really. See? Lunar
Hey, Night.
here. Thank you. How does this giveaway work? So I'm going to select someone to go into a maze, and if they do well or escape, then they get a bunch of games. By a bunch of games, it would be dependent on the maze that you choose. So, we're gonna wait a little bit, see if anyone else joins, and see who wants to actually enter it. It's basically like it's kind of like D&D, except not. It's me talking, so like a text adventure kind of. And that's the maze. That's how that works. I know it sounds confusing. I know. It's a lot easier to visualize once it's going on, but right now, yeah, I know it sounds confusing. So we're just gonna wait a few more minutes, see if who's here, and if anyone does want to do that. Only one person can enter. I do have a maze that's for 2 people, but usually only one person enters. And they have a chance of winning games depending on how well they do. Right now, the only maze that I have in front of me is the most confusing and difficult maze that I have. It's the Dream Maze. Where you earn games for things you do within it, because I doubt that anyone will escape. I don't trust anybody who can get out of there, right? I don't think anyone would win. So it has little things in it instead.
Didn't someone almost make it out?
Of the Dream Maze? No. As per the record that I keep, because I keep a record of everyone, the furthest anyone's gone is about, like, I don't know, not even a quarter, less than a quarter.
Oh, really?
Yes. Normal mazes we've had someone win before, but I don't know where that file is. I'd have to look for it. So I have this one ready, because it's right here, so might as well.
I thought Idadus got it pretty far away into it.
I mean, no. There's different stages of it. Spoiler. Stop spoiling.
I haven't said a word.
True.
I haven't said a word about where she was in the maze, or what.
Oh, I thought you were meaning to, as I was saying before, how you guys never talk. So I was like, true, you got me there. Alright. Who's here? Who's here? Who wants to be in the maze, if anyone does? Hey Fang, how you doing?
Hey, Fang.
Again, you win games as per, like, what you do inside the maze. So if you do something interesting, good, you say you complete a project or something, you get a game. It's like that. I don't expect anyone to win. If you did win, you get to replace Link as my co-host.
Why would they want that?
It's a curse. It's a gift and a curse. It's a gift because you don't sit alone at night by yourself, I guess. But it's a curse because you have to be here. It's awful. I'm sorry.
Terrible.
Anyway, does anyone want to go in it? If you do, let me know. How's Thang doing? Hope Thang's doing alright. If not, we can always throw a link in there. What it is first? Well, you'd learn what it's like. You know what? since everybody's still a bit confused, why don't Link? Do you want to help give a demonstration?
Quick demonstration?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So Link's gonna act like he's in the maze. I'll put him in the first room. And then I'll kill him really quick, don't worry. Link, are you ready?
Sure.
Ooh, you travel and you wake up in the middle of a room. You are in a hospital room. It's got cold floors, dim lighting above you. There is a doorway to your east, your west, your south, and your north. All of these doors are closed and are made of wood, much like a hospital would have. You're in a rather large, square room. What would you like to do?
Look for any signs.
There are no signs on the wall,
Are there any signs on the doors?
none that you can see. What would you like to do?
Go to the door to my east.
You go to the eastern door.
Knock on the door.
Oh, okay. You
I was
knock
gonna
on the
open it
door.
immediately.
There is nothing that happens except for the cold wood against your knuckles.
Jiggle the doorknob.
There is no doorknob.
Oh,
It
it's a
swings
push door?
open, yes.
Oh, is there a window?
It is a small window, but it's clouded.
Wipe the window with my sleeve.
No, I mean the glass is like foggy glass.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't see
Okay.
through it.
Peek open the door.
You
and look
slowly move the door open, and as you do, the door swings open on its own, revealing a smallish hallway that continues, that is also similar to what the room you're in now, except there is a doorway to your south that has strange glowing underneath of it. And the hallway goes northward, and you can't really see past that. What would you like to do?
What do I have in my inventory?
Nothing.
What am I wearing?
A t-shirt, some flip-flops, and shorts.
Take my shirt off.
Okay, you take your shirt off.
And that's now in my inventory?
Yes, it occupies one of your 5 inventory slots.
Walk down to the hallway.
Which, the northern way?
Yeah, the one you were just talking about, the open one
Okay,
with the
you
strange
go
glow.
to the north. It quickly turns to your west and then to your south. It then seems to change into some sort of, I can't really tell, it seems like a hotel lobby area, but hallway. There's no doors. But it continues, would you like to?
Jog down the hall.
You jog down the hall. As you continue southward, you see that there is a doorway. A very small doorway that is covered with some beads to your north, behind you. The
bead
hallway
door?
continues to your south.
So it's a bead door?
Yes,
Go to the bead door.
you do so.
Can I see in through? Fine.
You can. It
What's in
seems
there?
to be a room adorned in 70s attire, complete with a lava lamp and a vague, oaky smell wafting out of it.
Enter and
Yippee.
stare at the lava lamp.
You enter into the doorway. As soon as you do, you die.
What?
Sad.
What?
The demonstration's over.
I was gonna pee on the lava lamp. This is ruined.
Demonstration is over. So that's basically how the maze works. Would anyone like to enter it?
Didn't let me pee on the lamp.
Haha, you died by hippies.
There are usually things that you will die from. So
Usually you won't just die that sudden.
well, no, you won't die that suddenly, but that's for the demonstration. Can we ask some questions? Oh, yeah, you can ask like whatever you want. You can do pretty much anything within the realm of reality.
I have a question.
Kind of. What?
Isn't there gonna be a longer delay than before?
Yeah.
Won't that ruin the pace?
No, it's alright.
Oh, okay.
It'll let people think more. It's alright. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, and ask the questions quickly.
Can you do a nude run?
No.
So you can't. Isn't that a thing?
Fine, you can. I don't know why you would, and I'm gonna give you penalties. There are many ways to die, and I can't list them all because there's just a lot. All right. Again, I don't expect people to win. It's based on like your actions within it as to, or just examples. How
The
long
last
is
one
Maze?
I
That's a
did.
good question. It takes a while. It takes at least an hour. That's the usual time frame that people die within or win. Um, about an hour.
We had Corndog
And
lose.
You do have to be here for
Quickest.
that time. Yeah, Corndog lost in record time, which was 5 minutes.
The last maze I did.
Wait,
I
hold
lucked
on.
out.
You do have inventory slots, so you have 5. You can carry 5 things with you as you go along. I think someone died to a suit of armor before. A screaming crow once. I think what did Corndog die from? Do you know? I don't
Wasn't
remember.
it a tree?
A tree?
I remember
No,
Idaduce.
Idaduce became a tree.
I remember Idaduce overdosed on the last one we did.
No, she got shot by a laser, remember?
Oh, it was a laser. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she took too many of the pills.
You did that.
Oh, but I didn't take enough to
But
die.
you
That
didn't
was it.
die. Yeah.
And then I peed in the toilet, and nothing bad happened. One time.
Yeah, because you did in the right spot. Good job. Only one is able to enter, I'm sorry, but otherwise it'd take a lot longer. So if whoever wants to be in the maze, say I, and I will randomly choose someone. Alright?
Maybe if they die in record time, we can
If
do a
someone dies super fast, we can replace them.
second thing.
Let me get the wheel ready.
Angel. I think Eerie wanted. Eerie, did you want to? Oh, and Lemon. Yeah, Lemon said that too earlier. But not first.
But not first? Okay, fine. If someone dies, you can replace them, but no guarantee. Everyone's real bad. It's okay. All right, we got 3 people. Chat works fine. That's fine. Yeah. All right, let me apply this. So let's see. Here, I'll show this real quick. What? All right, let's see who goes first. If I don't know, I don't think there'll be more than thing. I guess. If Thang wins games, he has to give them to people in chat, though. That is my rule. That's my rule. Well, he might be able to, like, keep one, maybe. Alright. Alright, Thang. Are you ready? You ready to enter the maze? Also, give me a color. Give me a color, because I track people. I track you. Track. Green. And you know, since we did the test room, I'm gonna give you this option. You can start in a different room if you want. Do you want to start in a different room than the one that Link was just in? Because that usually is the starting point for this but it's a pretty big maze, so if you want something else.
If he walks into the same B door, he's gonna die instantly.
Different room, okay. Alright, here we go. That may have increased your danger. Alright, let's go. I'm trying to do sound effects with one hand. You hear a clicking noise. As you slowly seem to wake up. You hear that? God, this is hard to do with one hand. The clicking noise. Alright, sound effects might not work because I only have one hand to do that with because I need to push the talk button. Anyway, you wake up. And you seem to be, as you wake up, some sort of cozy, nice room. It seems almost Victorian. You can hear a tick of a clock somewhere, although you don't see one in the smallish room that you're in. It only has one doorway, one solid wooden doorway that is to your south. The rest of the room seems rather comfortably decorated with a nice armchair on one wall, a bookshelf on another, and a little painting on one wall as well. Carpet on the floor, and a little table beside the chair. What would you like to do? Yes, you can help him if you wish, but it's up to him as to what he does. So, what do you want to do, Thang? You examine the doorway. It is a solemn, Victorian-looking old doorway made of wood. There seems to be a coldness about it, though you're not really sure why exactly. You can't see much from the bottom half of the door. It seems to be pretty well sealed. What would you like to do? Scream for help. You open the door. As soon as you do, you've been sucked out of the room, and you're now in something else. A new environment. A cold environment. An open environment. You seem to be in some sort of bog. The wet land squishing under your flip-flops. And trees sort of gently billowing in the wind, slight bubbles of water here and there. There is a way to your north and your south. Which way would you like to go? In fact, I forgot, I have this, the area that you're in looks a lot like that. There we go. So you go to your north. As you walk along this bog area, the doorway did indeed vanish behind you. The bog area seems to be the same. However, there is a doorway floating in the middle of it to your sort of south. As you've turned a corner, you can't see really where it leads to. What would you like to do? It is up to you. He must be thinking. Oh, okay. You can reach the door just fine, but you do search for items. You don't seem to find much except for a twig. You can take the twig with you if you wish, but the doorway is easily within your reach. Would you like to take the twig? Okay, you just go through the doorway. As soon as you open the door, it sucks you through to a new area. You seem to be in some sort of hallway. It goes to your south. The hallway you're in right now. You can't really tell exactly what it is. There's a cold tile floor. Simple white walls. There looks like there might be a door to your west further down the hallway, but you're not sure. The way behind you is gone now. And, it's somewhat cold in here. The lights above are dim. You're not really sure what this is. What would you like to do? Oh, yes, I should mention that this maze, because it is the Dream Maze, it's special, and it has some special things you can find throughout it. It also has 3 endings. Not counting death. That is, death, I suppose, is an ending too, but whatever. What would you like to do? You examine the room some more. You're in a small hallway. It goes again to your south. There seems like there may be something to your west further down. It's a dim hallway. There's a chair against one of the walls, the eastern wall. It's a plain chair. You don't notice much here. No really identifying marks. You go up to the western way. It is a door. It is a simple wooden door with a latch and a little metal plate at the bottom, like a hospital doorway almost. There's no window on it. It's locked as well, it seems, because it has a big lock, a deadlock on it, and that is probably locked. I mean, you could always try. The hallway continues further to your south as well. What would you like to do? It is your choice. You feel the chillness in the air. You still hear that clock somewhere as well. What would you like to do? Check on the door frame for possible key. There's nothing there. It's a very small door frame. Yes, if you find them, that is. But usually there's living beings in the maze. For now, the key does not seem to be around the doorway at all. What would you like to do? Again, it does go further to the south. There's no door to the south, it just continues further on. As you walk down the hallway, you see a crossroads of sorts. This room goes to the east, further, and there seems to be a wooden doorway to the west. There is a area in this room that seems to get a bit larger to the south, and it looks like it might turn, you're not sure. There are a few chairs to the south as well along the wall. What would you like to do? Again, your ways are the west, east, and south. Of course, you can always go north again if you wish, but that is where you came from. You go towards your eastern way. Along this hallway, you find that it continues on until you see a little there's a little painting on one of the walls, and it continues, and then there's another door, another wooden door, much like the other one to the west. What would you like to do? It depends on what kind of door it is, but usually I would assume that you just like jiggle the doorknob, basically. You examine the painting. It is of a few nice clouds in the sky. Just some clouds, really, not much other than that. As for what the clouds themselves look like, they're not that dark, they're pretty light, a nice sunny day almost, but there's no land in sight. What would you like to do? Feel the cool air around you. No, Thing is not a bot. I don't think so.
Thing, are you a
User
bot?
joined your
Oh
channel.
god, who joined?
It's Quantic.
It's Quantic. Hi, Quantic.
Hello, Quantic.
You're interrupting the maze.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Oh my god. It's the scout from TF2.
This isn't good. This isn't a good bit, because no one can see that. No, that was very loud. Stop. You go west. As you go west, you stop at the doorway. It is much the same as the other doors. It does not have a lock on it, though. You don't see any light coming from behind it. What would you like to do?
I just came to stop by. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye, Quantic.
Hi, Quantic.
Hi.
What?
User disconnected from your channel. User
Thanks.
disconnected from your channel.
Thanks, Quantic. Thank you. You want to open the door? Okay. You do so. And as you do, it opens into a new area, it seems. It looks like it's the bog again. You can't tell, but you're pretty sure it's not the same area that you were in before. However, it did not immediately bring you to this area. You're still in the room that you were in before. What would you like to do? So right now Fang is the only one in the maze, so he's the one essentially playing in the maze. You can, like, suggest things if you think you should do something, I guess, but it's ultimately up to him, because he won we had a little wheel, choose who got to go. So that's what's going on. Anyway, what do you want to do, Thang? Look around for paths. You try to see. However, as you lean into the doorway, it seems unstable and almost turns on you, forcing you forward as if the world slips from your feet, and you suddenly fall into the bog that you were just looking at from the doorway, leaving the room behind you, the doorway suddenly disappearing. You're now, once again, in the bog. Although you don't think that this is the same area as before, certainly it seems slightly different at least. There's a way to your west and a way to your east. The way to your west is a bit smaller, a bit stranger looking, but the way to your east is a bit more open. What would you like to do? Also, your flip-flops are muddy now. Jeez, everybody wants to see Thang die. What would you like to do, Thang? You go east. As you continue towards the eastern path, you are met with a tree-line wall that divides this area into two ways. There's a way to your north that quickly turns to the west, and there's a way to the south that seems to be a bit of a smaller pathway. You can't really see where it goes. What would you like to do? You go south, crawling through the trees. Well, not crawling, walking, but still you have to brush against the trees. You continue until the bog seems to widen in this area. There is a way that continues to your north, and you can see a clearing that way. However, the area that you're in suddenly widens up, and there seems to be a table to your westish, just sitting among the bog. There's no chairs, there's nothing on the table that you can see. It's just a strange sort of table. Newish looking, maybe a bit damp, but still. What would you like to do? You go towards the table to your westish and examine it. It seems to be a wooden table. Fairly nice design. It has patterns on it, but Mostly just square checker mark patterns. There's nothing otherwise interesting about it that you can tell. What would you like to do? You want to put a table into your inventory. You do so, grabbing the table, lifting it onto your back. The table now occupies 3 of your item slots because of its size. You now have a checkered table made of wood. Where would you like to go? You can continue to your south. There's north as well. Everybody has 5, for whoever's in the maze, sorry. Whoever's in the maze has 5, unless something affects that. Something can affect that, but, you know. You go to your north. As you turn around, the northern pathway seems to have moved. There doesn't seem to be a northern pathway anymore. There's just trees. It seems the only way to go is south now. Would you like to go south? Doesn't seem to be any other way. You go south until it turns to the west. You're now at a intersection. Again, there's a southern way and a western way. The western way has a bit more water on the ground than the southern way. Which way would you like to go? You hear the slight bubbling of water. 2 votes for yes, and it seems that Thang agrees. Thang continues on his way west, squelching the water under his feet. Until you reach... it continues further west, yes, but there is a strange clearing to your south. It seems to be, instead of the bog ground and trees, there are eyes on the ground. Many, many living, blinking eyes. It's just for a small area, but strange still. It continues west, of course, if you'd like to continue west. Alright then. You wish to continue west. And you do, ignoring the eyes, although they do watch you as you walk away. Yet again, you are at a way north, which seems to go into a very wide clearing, and south, which you can't really tell what it is. It seems very dark. Which way would you like to go? You hear the faint croaking of frogs. You go north. Now you're in a fairly large clearing, and to your immediate west there is a doorway floating amongst the bog. Not sure where it goes, so it's impossible to say. You can't see through it. The area that you're in now goes further north, and there doesn't seem to be much else in this area. What would you like to do? go west up to the door. Looking at the door, it seems a modest sort of wooden door. A simple metal handle. What would you like to do with it? You still hear the distant croaking of frogs. You open the door, and as soon as you do, you are brought to where it went. You are suddenly dumped unceremoniously into a hallway. It looks like a hotel hallway, with many doors on each side of where you are. It extends to your north and your south. All of the doors that you can see are closed. What would you like to do? You enjoy the nice, warmer air on your skin. You still hear that clock somewhere. Not sure where though. Let's see. One person wants to go north. Oh, alright. Thang wishes to remove his sandals, but he doesn't have sandals, he has flip-flops. I'm gonna assume that he meant flip-flops, and put them in his inventory. They occupy one of your inventory slots now. You have one left. And you continue northward. As you do so, you come up to a pair of doors. One to your west and one to your east. Would you like to open either one of them? Or you can continue northward along this hallway of doors. What would you like to do? You enjoy the nice carpet under your feet. You attempt to open the left door, however, it doesn't seem to open very easily. It wants to be closed, although it's not locked, it's just difficult to open. Do you continue trying to open it? You try the right door, you open it, and it seems to be a coat closet. Just some coats, it looks like there's a hat, and a few shoes. They seem a bit old, though, dusty. What would you like to do? The hat in question is it looks like a bowler cap. Gray. Dusty. What will Fang do? Will we ever know? I'm not sure. Oh no, my cat wants out. Oh, if you wear items, they don't usually take up inventory space. So, if you're asking, like, if I changed into these clothes, would they take up inventory space? No. If it's something like something larger, or, something like that, then it would. I'll be right back, my cat wants out. Let me know what you want to do. Okay, you're back. So what do you want to do? You hear the gentle ticking. You dust off the hat and wear it, and then try to force open the left door with strength. With lasagna. And you do so. However, as soon as you do, the door rips off of its hinges, flying inward into the room. The room itself, for the moment that you see it before it drops to the black abyss below, seemed to have been a room filled with books. What's left in place of the room that used to be there is just a void of nothingness. The floor beneath you seems relatively okay, as if the room was cut from the doorway itself. You stand still in the hallway of doors. You hear chitterings from the darkness, from the void. What would you like to do? Again, there is a way to your north and your south. You go and continue on the northern way, ignoring the black inky void. As you continue along, you see two more doors, one to your east and one to your west. Again, they're both closed. What would you like to do? You examine both doors. They both look like the other doors that you've seen before in this hallway. Simple wooden doors, metal handles. Not much else to say about them. They're unpainted, if that helps. Go to the right door and open it. You do so. And as you do, the doorway seems to dissolve almost into not dust, but some sort of strange puddle of liquid door. You're not really sure. You don't care as much either, because behind the door seems to be a amorphous blob, a creature with arms and eyes. It is trapped in some sort of cage. However, when it sees you, it starts to howl and bash against its cage. It is not taller than you. What would you like to do? You back out and try the left door. As you do so, you hear the creature bashing against its metal restraints. The left door opens up and reveals a room filled with books stacked upon the floor and almost reaching the ceiling. The thing behind you still screams as you look at this room. What would you like to do? You can continue north. You continue north. The screeching behind you doesn't stop. However, as you do so, and you soon are at another set of doors. However, this is not to your east and west. This is only one door in front of you, a large double door. It is made of wood. It has no doorknob. What would you like to do? Try to kick the door in. As you go to kick the door, it swings open as soon as you place your foot upon it, which causes you to fall onto the floor. That's about it. What would you like to do? It swings back closed. As you sit waiting, there seems to be some strange crushing noise. Somewhere, you're not sure where though. What would you like to do, Thang? It's up to you. Attempt to use the table from the inventory to hold the double doors open. You open the double doors, entering into the new room, and you place your table so that the doors will not close. You successfully do this, holding the doors open. As you do this, though, you seem to hear a metal wrenching and screaming as it seems the thing that you left before, you can see down the hallway, has gotten out of its cage. and is turning around, seemingly in search of something. It seems to have grown as well. The room that you're in now seems to be a large open hospital room. There's beds on some of the walls. There's a few chairs here and there. Dim lighting, cold tiles. And you can go to your north. You seem to see the room widen up, but you can't really see where from where you are now. What would you like to do? Also, the table has freed up those 3 inventory slots. It's up to you. You hear frogs somewhere. Not sure where. The floor is cold under your feet as you stand there. Waiting for something. You take the table back, put it on your back, it takes up those 3 item slots again, and go west. It did take you some time to pick up that table, though, and in that time the beast seems to have noticed you and is shambling towards the way that you are. It's not exactly fast, it doesn't have legs, only arms, but it is coming this way. You go to your west. As you do, you see that there are more doors in this room than you thought previously. There is one to your west, the direction you're going. There is one to your southwest. And there is a doorway to your east and north as well. What would you like to do? You hear a scratching noise from somewhere. Rats, perhaps? You go to your north. You are now at that doorway, the northern doorway. It has no handle, it is a push door. There is a simple window, but you cannot see through it. You still hear that scratching noise, and the screaming from the beast. Somewhere. Distant, but still, you hear it. What would you like to do? It's up to you. You go through the northern door. Opening it brings you into a hallway of sort. Well, one goes to the west, one goes to the east. Same sort of room that you were in before. There seems to be a glowing and a noise from the one in the east, though. You can't make out really much about it, though, from where you are. Which way would you like to go? You go east, walking along the hallway until you reach a bit of an opening. From what you can see where you're standing, there seems to be a man in very old clothes, old style of clothes, 14, 15, 1600s, you're not sure. He almost looks like a witch hunter. And as he is standing there, he is next to a lantern and he is slowly loading a gun. He has not seen you, though, as he loads his gun. Behind you, you still hear something screaming. And further back yet, though. What would you like to do? You greet the man. He turns around with a bit of a start, looks at you, and goes back to the lantern, picks it up, and walks towards a wall, staring at a wall. He does not say anything, but he looks back at you. He seems to be about to do something. What would you like to do? As you turn around, it seems that there's a crashing noise somewhere, maybe all around. You can't really tell. The whole room shudders. And you spin around to see if the man's there. He's gone. In his place is the beast that was following you from before. Almost as if they've switched places. It sees you instantly. What would you like to go? You should decide quickly. Or what would you like to do? I'm sorry. What would you like to do? You should decide quickly. You struggle to take the table off of your back, and then attack the creature with it. Despite the large table being very sturdily made, you can't seem to wield it very well, and it sort of falls on the floor before you can hit the creature. The creature then stumbles over the table, ripping off one of the legs of the table and seems to be brandishing it as a club. It's screeching from its several mouths as it inches towards you. What would you like to do? You should decide quickly. You try to grab a table leg. In the time that you reach forward, the creature bashes you over the head with its club. You die,
Oh,
fallen on the ground over your table as the creature stands there above you. Darkness seems to come over you as you die. Very sad, very sad. So, would you like to know a little bit about your journey? You started off, and then you went through one, two. You went through about 4 zones. You did interact with a death room, so death rooms are stuff that I have strewn about that will definitely trigger something. Because you can technically die anywhere, but there's specific areas that I have. And you didn't find any secrets, which is sad. You did put on the hat, but it didn't really help you. It was just a dusty hat. Does chat think that Thang did anything interesting enough to earn a game from that?
No. Oh, you said chat.
Or yeah, I don't necessarily.
I'm just kidding.
Thang died the same way he lived.
Slumped over a table?
Yes.
Oh, sad. What was the code on the table? So the table, and I can say this because stuff changes a lot, but the table had the checkerboard pattern on it because it was a puzzle table. So if you had tried to like solve the puzzle, there would have been something inside of it. Oh well. He tried. I mean, he ran away from the man, and he ran away from the monster. And then when the monster was like an inch from him, he tried to take the table leg. I don't know if that's bravery. Sure. Alright, whatever. Thang. You win 1 game. However, I would suggest you give it to someone. So, I will send that to you. But again, I suggest you send that to somebody, perhaps in chat. I'm gonna send you a whisper. Did I do? Is that right? There we go. Table leg is a fine weapon, but it was still attached to the table. Just gonna make sure you get that. Waiting a second so I can send him a game. Let's see what game. Let's find out. It is Please Find Me.
Just like in the maze.
Well, the maze is Please Find a Way Out. Alright, there you go. Should have run away from the creatures when you mentioned many mouths. We might, if anyone else wants to do a run, you can. I cannot promise that I can't promise that it's gonna be a very long run. If you do, like, continue to survive for a while, I might have to just stop and then we'll come back to it. But if anyone else does want to try, we do have some time. Oh yeah, everyone's death becomes a part of the maze as well. And all of this maze is inspired by my dreams. Most of them are just my dreams.
Pretty cool.
And amazing.
It's amazing. Speed
was a
run
pun.
it? I don't know if you could speed run it.
Unless you speedrun death. That could be a thing.
Speed run into death?
I mean, I
Right.
guess if you just wanted to speedrun death, you just snap your own neck at the start.
Slam my head into a wall.
Pee on the wrong thing.
Alright. Knight would like to try. Okay, anybody else? Yeah, I'm fine. I mean nightmares. No, I mean dreams. There are nightmares in this though, so be careful of those. Okay, Lemon. Lemon, just so you know, I keep wanting to, in my head, call you Lemon Demon because of the band. I don't know if that's important. I'm just letting you know.
Thank you.
Alright, so 2 people? Okay, remember this might take a while, so... Oh no, it's fine. I like that band. Alright. Alright, let me get you on the wheel. Let me get you guys on the wheel. The wheel of decisions.
Wheel of misfortune.
Pretty much.
We'll decide. Alright. So we got Knight and Lemon. Anybody else before I spin this thing? Alright, let's go. Bwop. Alright, here we go. Knight, which I spelled with a 9 for some reason. Congratulations, you're in the maze. Oh no.
Woohoo.
Oh, Eerie? Okay. Let's see if you can do anything interesting. Well, not really interest, just stuff. So, just so you know, you got 5 item slots. Since I offered Thang the opportunity to start in a different room than usual, I will offer you the same. So, would you like to start in the normal starting room, or would you like to start in a different one? I'm gonna take a drink. Which one? You want to start in the normal one or a different one? Okay. As you begin. Oh wait, no, hold on. Sorry, I forgot. Can you choose a color for me? Because I keep track of everybody. So if you just choose one. Maybe I should make that more clear. I am looking at a thing right now. It's just I can't show the stream, otherwise you'd know what to do. So please choose a color. Blue. Alright. You hear the light ticking or clacking as slowly you wake up. And this is still really hard to operate with one hand. But anyway, you wake up in a room, a large room. It looks like a hospital room. There is a way to your north. Your east, your west, and your south. The southern way is a big double door, and there looks like there are also doors on the southwest and the southeast as well. Which would you like to go? Also, you have flip-flops, cargo pants, and a infected mushroom t-shirt on. They're a band. But anyway, which way would you like to go? The room is a square or a rectangle. There are some hospital beds, a few chairs, tiles on the floor, some dim lights in the ceiling, but nothing super interesting. You go to the south double door. It is a door that opens up by pushing, and it seems to be basic sort of wood door, metal plating at the bottom. You can't really see much through it. What would you like to do? You feel the cool air around you. You think your stream bugged?
I
It's
need to reload.
Can you hear? No, you're at the door right now. Before it, it's a basic door. It can be opened very easily. Would you like to? Alright, you open the door. And through this door, there seems to be a hallway. A somewhat familiar hallway, although you don't remember being here yourself. Strange. There are doors on either side for a way. And the hallway itself seems warm and cozy. A hotel hallway, almost. What would you like to do? There's, of course, a way to your south and doors on either side. And yeah, we're streaming to multiple places, but the main place is Twitch. Thank you for the follow. You go down the hallway along the east side. Do you mean you wish to look at the eastern door? The hallway itself goes south. Okay, you go down the south hall. You are met immediately by two doors, simple wooden-looking doors, one to your west, one to your east. Of course, the hallway continues south as well, if you'd like to continue. You open the eastern door. it opens, and behind it there seems to be a room. A room filled with books, a fairly large room, you can see. You can't see exactly its dimensions, it seems to cut off, but it has many books, bookshelves along the walls, and books among the floor. No carpet, wooden floor, a few lights on the ceiling. What would you like to do? You enter into the doorway, into the room. You look around, you find many books, however, they all seem to have one thing in common. They don't have words, they have numbers on them, specifically a number, or at least two. It's 7 and 8 repeating in that order all along the book's pages and its covers, even. The books, while varying in their size, seem to all be the same. Nothing extremely interesting otherwise, but you do see that there is a way to your north amongst the books and a way to your south in this room. What would you like to do? You go south until you reach a change in the room. No longer books strewn about the place, but this seems equally chaotic, although it's random furniture. The lighting seems darker as well. There is a way still to your south, and it seems to widen up, but you can't quite tell due to many different pieces of furniture blocking the way. What would you like to do? You continue moving. As soon as you enter this new area, though, crawling amongst the furniture, you hear some sort of laughter. It reeks with hatred as it laughs, and you seem to get a severe feeling of fear or foreboding, as well as some sort of desire to find certain things, because you know that there is danger. You're now sort of in the center of this room. You're unsure as to where laughing is. The lights are a bit darker. There is a way to your south. There's a small room to your west. What would you like to do?
Hey, DZW?
Hey, DZ, how you doing? You try to run back, however, the way that you've just come from seems to have collapsed, the furniture falling in on the way that you just came from. There seems to only be the room to your west and the southern route. The laughing seems to have faded, though it's no longer there. Strange sense of needing to find something is still there, though. You go through the southern way. Quickly you're in a hall. You look around the room. Wait. What do you want? You want to look around okay, you look around the room. It's filled with furniture of all types. uh, chairs, couches, lamps. There's a bookcase. All of it strewn about and sort of stacked upon each other. Small areas that you can walk around, forming small little trails, essentially. Occasionally you would have to crawl under things to continue, but you can, of course, and you don't find anything super interesting except for a small lamp. Not lamp, a small flashlight that you did find. It's not very bright, but it works. What would you like to do? You keep the flashlight. It now occupies one of your item slots. I am marking that down. There we go. You look into the books that you see scattered about, however, they seem to be the same as before. 7, 8 strewn about their covers and their pages. You decide to pick one up. It is now also in your inventory, occupying one of the item slots. You have 3 items, or 3 available things left. What would you like to do? Go back the way, so south. Alright. You continue the southern way. No, that strange premonition is still invading your mind, but it's not terrible, it's just pressing. You continue south until you're in a hallway. This hallway has a lot of coat racks, but the lighting is the same. There's a way to your east along this hallway. There is also a room to your south that has chairs, a lot of chairs, just a lot of chairs, different chairs in it, stacked upon each other. There is a small way you could crawl through if you wish to. Which way would you like to go? You go through the chairs, and eventually you find yourself in a small clearing of chairs. They surround a very small table. On that table is a bottle. It is a blue glass bottle. What would you like to do? On the table. You look at the bottle. It seems to be a glass bottle. It's blue. It has no noticeable markings, although it seems to be calling to you almost, making you hopeful as you look at it. You pick up the bottle, and as you do, you suddenly are given some sort of vision, some sort of idea of crawling through furniture, trying to escape from something. Also, the intense need for 5 certain items. The bottle itself seems to have given you the idea that it is one of these 5 items. You now have the bottle. There is nothing else of interest in this room, it seems. Would you like to go back to the hallway? You go back. You are now in the hallway with many coat racks. There is a way to your east, and the way that you came from a while ago, which is to your west. Which way would you like to go? East. You go east until you reach a sort of crossroads, if you'd call it that. There's a way to your south and a way to your east even further. The way to your south seems to be a lot of shoe racks and a few cabinets, and the way to your east seems to be bathtubs. What would you like to do? You go south. As you finally crawl through all of the different cabinets and shoe cabinets, you seem to be now at a new area. You're facing a new area. It looks like a bog. It's a sort of a rip in the fabric of reality around that you can see it. Would you like to go in? You go into the bog. Immediately to your east, you see a door sort of floating there. You can't really tell if it's a particular door. It seems to fade in and out. There's also a way to your south. What would you like to do? You go south. Quickly it turns to your west. As you continue along the bog, you are greeted by another door. This one is a metal door. It has a simple pull handle. You enter into the door. Suddenly everything changes around you as you are now in an apartment. An apartment in a very large city. Outside it's raining. There are cars and everything out about in the rain. You see over the city. You must be on a fairly tall building and fairly far up the building as well. The apartment itself is 2 rooms, it seems. There's a kitchen and a bedroom that you're in right now. You're just looking outside. What would you like to do? You look around the room and you find that while it seems lived in, there's not really that much of interest. A few pens, there's a remote to a TV, but you don't see a TV. There's the bed, of course. It has bed sheets on it and a pillow or two. The kitchen is missing most things, interestingly. It only has some forks and silverware and a few plates. Not even knives. There's no food in the fridge either. What would you like to do? Goodbye, Engel. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good evening.
Goodbye.
For the options for doors, well, there doesn't seem to be that many doors. There's only one door, which is the exit of the apartment. You'd assume. The one you came from seems to be gone. However you got here, you're not sure. You just remember standing by the window as the rain slowly falls down. You decide to leave this apartment. Opening up the door, you find yourself in a hallway. And in this hallway, there is a elevator at the very end. There is no other doors in this hallway, though. Only the elevator. There are numbers above where doors would normally be, though. What would you like to do? As you walk towards the elevator, you get some sort of sense of dread. As you get closer to the elevator, you ring the door, or the elevator button, and it dings. Would you like to enter? You hear faint dripping. The numbers that you see around are all the same, interestingly, 7878 on all of them. You enter into the elevator. It has 3 buttons. The floor that you're on now, which is floor 13. The next floor, which is floor 7. And the last floor on the list, which is floor 8. What would you like to do? You go to 7. You hit the button and the elevator dings lightly as it plays gentle elevator music. You proceed to go downwards, you believe, anyway. Quickly it dings, and you are now at the main street of the city. People hustling and bustling around and generally ignoring the sudden elevator that seems to have appeared. There are people selling things. Most people are just trying to walk through the rain and generally get where they're going. There's some taxis about as well. What would you like to do? Instead of leaving the elevator, you decide to press 7 and 8 repeatedly. You do so. And as you do so, the elevator door closes. It seems that the destination of floor now is 7878. The elevator's moving. You're not sure in what direction. It takes a moment before it dings, but it does ding. You are now presented with a new area. However, it is not one that you have really seen before. It's similar to the bog that you've seen before, but it does not have the same cheeriness, if you'd say. It seems darker, more foreboding. What would you like to do? You go back to 7. You hit 7 again, and it brings you back to the street. Many people milling about, still not really noticing the sudden elevator. You leave the elevator. As you do, the door closes behind you. You're now on the street. Cars moving around, some people selling some stuff, but there is a nice looking restaurant. It seems like a Japanese place. Otherwise, you see someone selling some, it looks like fruit. You go into the Japanese restaurant. As you enter and sit down at a table, waitress brings you a glass of water and sort of non-caringly tosses you a menu. What would you like to do? There are 2 other people sitting here as well. And a third further along. You go to talk to the 2 people. One is a woman and one is a man. They seem to be sitting together but not talking. One of them has a glass of, looks like some sort of liquor, you're not sure. The other is finishing a salad. You go up to talk to one of them, but as you do, their eyes seem to move around their faces. You still try to say something. What do you try to say? They look at you strangely. The waitress brings a dish to your table that you didn't ask for, although it does look pretty good. The 2 people don't really seem to want to acknowledge you or answer any questions that you have, but they do stare at you relentlessly. You try to talk to the waitress, and as you do, she seems to vanish, almost. No longer is she in this little restaurant. You don't know where she went, but you do still see the food at your table. There is one man left, an old man. He is sitting across the room. He is smiling slightly as he watches. You take the food in your inventory and go to talk to the man. What do you say? He's staring at you intently, smiling slightly. He's wearing a jean sort of jacket and a small hat. You ask if you know him, or if he knows you, or if anyone really knows anybody. He doesn't really answer, but he does seem to point to the glass of water on your table. He continues to smile. You go and drink the water. As you do so, the world grows dark. Seems that you've fallen unconscious. You wake up quickly, though, and you seem to be back in the elevator that you were once in before. What would you like to do? You still have the food with you as well. You go to 8. As you hit 8, it goes to the bedroom of the apartment that you were in before. Not the hallway, but just the bedroom. However, the bedroom is facing the wrong way. It's essentially you're on the ceiling, looking at the ground. What would you like to do? As you try to look around, you fall out of the elevator onto the bed. The world is the right way up again, although the elevator door is still above you in the ceiling. You do notice that the window is looking out on a different world. It's looking out on a foreboding-looking bog, one that you have seen before but not been in. The door behind you that is previously the exit is still there, but it's been reversed. The handle is on the other side. What would you like to do? You open the door. Before you is a... you can't really see what it is exactly. It's very dark. You're not really sure, but you decide to exit. As you do so, you suddenly seem to see that you're in water. You're in just the ocean, but you don't seem to have a problem breathing. You're very deep down in the ocean as well. The torch that you have is very weak, but able to penetrate enough to see a strange fish or two go around you as you are now in the sea. What would you like to do? You swim ahead. As you do so, you see a eel. It looks like a rather large eel with many teeth. It doesn't seem to want to eat you or anything, but it does stare at you as you move towards something. What would you like to do? You continue to move. You begin to see a light in the distance to your, well, you don't really know, but you'd guess to your west. Amongst the different fish that you see occasionally. Go back. Go back to where? The door. The door that you previously came out of, while no doubt it's still there, you don't really know what direction it was in. It's hard to get bearings here. You could choose a direction at random. Or you move towards the light. As you do so, you see that it's a familiar place. The eel is following you as you move towards it, though, but the place is a bog still. Different than one you've been in before, but not foreboding. It seems almost welcoming as you move towards it. What would you like to do? You continue to go, the eel still following you. You are now at the precipice between wherever you are and the bog. As you swim there, the eel seems to want to bump into you at times, but it doesn't attempt to eat you or anything. What would you like to do? To you. Alright. You keep moving. You are now through to a bog. Not a bog you've been in before, but it's a bog which is much different than, or much more reliable than what you've been in just previously. Almost relieving. There is a way to your north and a way to your west. The way to your west seems strange. You can't quite tell how, but it seems strange. The eel is gone. As you're no longer in water, it can't seem... Well, I wouldn't think you would survive here, but not sure. Moving forward in which direction? There is a way to your west and north. You go north, ignoring the strange area. As you go along, brushing against the trees, quickly turns to the west. It continues to the west, but there is also a way to the north, through a sort of smaller clearing. What would you like to do? You hear frogs in the distance. You go north. As you continue along, suddenly you are greeted with another door. This door, however, looks like it is solid, metal, and red. What would you like to do? You go back to where you were before. There is a way to your west and to where you were before, which is the east. Which way would you like to go? You continue westward until you reach a way to go to your north. That is a doorway, and the bog continues to your south. It opens up into a clearing in the south. Which way? You check the door. It seems to be a bit older, but it reminds you of the hospital doors you've seen before, just older and perhaps more rotted. You go south until you reach not a doorway, but seeming rips in space. There's one to your right and one to your left. The one to your right, it goes into, you don't really know. It has tile on the floor, plain white walls, some fluorescent lights on the ceiling, and the one to your left is a forest. Very tall trees. Rather dark. Which way? You go to your left, favoring the forest. You enter into the forest of large trees. You're in a fairly large clearing about you, and there is a way to your west, your south, and your east. Which way would you like to go? They all seem to be about the same amongst these trees. I don't think I have. You go to your east. You reach a rather large clearing. And in the middle of this clearing, there is a chair, a silver chair. And on top of the chair sits a crown, you believe? What would you like to do? You look at the chair and the crown carefully. The crown seems to be very rich looking, made of, looks like silver with red velvet for the crown top, and it spires into some jewels to form the points of the crown. The chair itself is a simple, armless sitting chair. It does have a back to it, but it has only a few bars across it. Both sit right in the center of this clearing. What would you like to do? You decide to wear the crown. You put it upon your head, and nothing seems to happen. You do decide to pick up the chair and put it in your inventory. As you do so, you hear some sort of distant laughter, which is a bit strange. The chair takes up 2 spots, leaving you none left. What would you like to do? You can go to your north. Alright, you go to your north. Again, you are presented the same as before. There is one way to your west, and there is one way to your south. Which way would you like to go? The laughing seems to still be around. Strange. You go to the west. As you do so, you're presented with it's a strangely enough, a hanging drape covers your way. It can easily be pushed aside, I would assume. You check the drape. It is made of velvet, gray velvet, and behind it there seems to be a room filled with mushrooms. Large mushrooms, small mushrooms, those varying of size. They don't seem to have anything special about them. You try to also wear the drape, however, it is firmly attached to whatever it's attached to. It doesn't seem to be attached to anything, but it's firmly attached. But the laughter is still in the back of your mind. You check around the mushroom room. There really doesn't seem to be that much here except for the mushrooms. There is a strange indentation on one of the further walls, but it doesn't seem familiar. It's sort of in a star shape. You push on the wall where the star-shaped indentation is, but nothing happens. What? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
What?
Eat.
Oh, eat.
Oh, okay. There are 3... It's fine. If you want to continue this later, we can. If you'd like to, we can do
Sunday?
this tomorrow or Sunday. Because we do this Sundays, but I could make an assumption. No, you're okay? Alright, that's fine. There are 3 mushrooms. There are 3 colors of mushrooms. There's one that's pink, there's one that's green, and there is one that is red. Which one would you like to try? You bite into the green mushroom. It tastes really bad. You spit it out of your mouth because it tastes like just awful. It's very sour and it's terrible. Nothing bad seems to happen aside from that.
Extra life.
No.
Oh.
You bite into the pink one next.
He said taste. Wouldn't that just mean lick?
You bite into the pink one next. As you do so, you seem to lose the ability to hear. You can no longer hear anything. You leave the room. You are now back to the forest. There is a way to your south. Wait. You eat the green mushroom, okay? You do so, and it tastes equally as bad as before. Except now your hair seems to start to fall out of your head. would you like to do now?
It's radioactive.
You eat the red mushroom. You suddenly... Hold on, let me roll this one.
So roll the dice.
Okay.
Puke.
You can no longer see. You can sort of see, but you can't see that well anymore.
So he's nearsighted now?
You can't see very far in front of you at all.
Oh, that's farsighted, right?
They're normal mushrooms. I mean, if you go out into the normal world and you eat mushrooms, stuff's gonna happen, man.
Maybe you shouldn't eat strange mushrooms you find. That's a lesson today. Now you need some really strong grandma glasses.
So you can continue. Alright, there's way to your south and way to your north. The northern way is where you've come from before.
Try rubbing your eyes.
I don't know about that. You decide to eat the food in your inventory. As you do so, you find it's very delicious. But you suddenly feel very pained. You should decide what to do quickly.
What's pained?
Oh, just in general.
Oh. Not stomach.
Not stomach, no, just in general. You go to your north. As you continue north, you are now at where the bog was before. You still are in a lot of pain. What would you like to do? The bog does indeed have water.
You're gonna drink bog water after the lesson about wild mushrooms?
What would you like to do? You should choose quickly.
You hear snoring in the distance.
You try to vomit, but nothing happens. It seems that the food has absorbed into you. It is no longer in your stomach. You continue to be very pained. You can't see very much. You can't hear anything. You have one action left. What would you like to do?
Like that idea. Hey, what's up with the restream bot?
You go south. As you do so, you topple over from pain, falling into the muck of the bog. As you die. The world comes to a close. You hear laughing in the distance, and
Ow.
everything is gone. I'm afraid that you have died. Would you like to learn some more about your journey?
How do you hear the laughing?
It's in your head.
Oh.
So you did some interesting stuff. Because that you get 2 games. Because you reached a few special rooms. The room with the furniture is a special room that has a goal attached to it. You did not get that goal, sadly. Sorry. So that room, you're supposed to find 5 items. They're strewn about the maze. Eventually it will kill you. The city is special. That's unique. It only happens once. Well, same with the furniture room. And those, you didn't encounter any, like, certain death rooms? The city one had possible death attached to it, but it wasn't like a certain death room. Because those are different. But anyway, let me send you 2 games real quick. Congratulations on being in a maze.
What could he have done from the pain?
I mean, I can't tell you. Alright, I sent you a test whisper. Please respond to that so I know it worked. Sorry. Eating the mushrooms was not lucky.
Should've licked them.
Okay, so you got Ruthless Safari and Tactics too? There you go. Yeah, thanks for going in the maze. It's always exciting. For me too. I'm especially excited about this maze because it's very big and it has a lot of different stuff. So I'll probably go back to one of the normal mazes, which are a lot more simple and straightforward. But I really do like this one, especially because it has a story. No one found any story points yet, though. But trust me, it has a story, and there's actually 3 different endings that you can get with this. Spoilers, it's not actually entirely done yet. I have rooms that still need to be finished, but most of it's done. So yeah, I hope someday someone can finish it, which is why I don't mind like giving out a little bit extra information about it if someone asks once they've played. Like, I don't mind telling you, stuff about certain rooms because I want someone to find like an end or something. So anyway. The key, those numbers, you go into Steam and you just Google like how to redeem a key through Steam. That should be it. Oh, you know what? Sometimes it does that. Do you need me to okay, alright. Are you on Discord? Sometimes the whispers have bugged, and that's annoying when that happens. Okay, I can just try again, yeah. That one's in. Alright, we'll just, are you on the Opium Pulses Discord? If you are, just say apples in the general chat and Opium Pulses and I'll add you. Okay, there you go. How do I just... Is that it? There we go. Does that work? Can you see that now? Okay, there we go. Is that one? Alright, there you go. You see him that time? Alright, cool. No problem. Yeah, I know phone. My phone's like, you got a message on it. Yeah, I know. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I don't know why Twitch messages sometimes don't work. They used to. They used to have a message system, and then they got rid of it. Now it's just whispers. It's annoying.
I forgot they got rid of it.
Yeah. What time is it? Alright, Link.
Yes.
Do you want to do a little bit of Paladins?
Sure.
Okay. I keep going back and forth about whether I actually want to play it or not.
Nice.
It's like, I mean, you get how it's like, you know? Does that make sense? Do those noises make sense?
Frustration grunts?
Yeah. But you know I love pain, so it's like, oh, I want that. Let me change the game. So we're gonna play some Paladins. I don't know if anyone else knows what that is. It's a free game, actually. It's still, is it free still?
Yes.
Okay.
It's free to play.
It's like a Overwatch clone.
It's like Overwatch with furries.
That is true, yeah.
They tried to go with
Well-
the anime girl route. It didn't work, so they went right to the furry route. And it
Yeah,
worked.
so it's basically furries and cleavage,
Anime?
basically. It's a weird mix.
They haven't done much cleavage recently, unless we count Ceres.
Io? What about Io?
Oh yeah. I guess you're right. I mean, that's a cat girl, so that's kind of anime cleavage. Anime cleavage.
I don't know. I think that's what they're focused on in the game.
And we had a great debate on that. Oh god, Pepper. I forgot about Pepper. That's
No,
awful.
No, stop.
Pepper.
Stop.
You know what I'm thinking?
Oh my god, we figured out. So, because there's furries in the game, we figured out who would have the most nipples.
And who has the least nipples, and
And
that's
who has
the dragon,
less?
obviously.
We figured out it would probably be Fox because they have up to, what is it, 12?
Arctic foxes,
Up to
specifically.
12 or 18? Which is strange
Yes.
because the number can change. We didn't know that, but it can. It's random. Very weird.
And we also found out what Beach Fernando's tattoo means and why the women fear him.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
The rose that's coming
I
out of his
don't
pants.
know. I don't care. Good night, Lemon. Thank you
Good
for
night.
stopping by. I'm sorry. Honestly, I think I would rather play Overwatch, but Link does not have Overwatch, so. He is too poor.
I mean, I own it.
He is too poor. He's poor baby.
Oh, you're poor. Give me money.
No, do not give him money.
Please give me money.
No, he's bad with his money.
I will
do not-
buy.
do
I will
not.
buy toys
He will buy figurines.
and draw characters on a comic.
That doesn't seem related to money. Alright, add me, or should I add you?
I'll just join you.
Okay. Right, you can do that.
Okay, you are the leader.
Nice. I need to do 2 death matches.
Nice. I need to win a game. Oh no.
We're not gonna do that. But yeah, a lot has changed since we played it a long time ago. In fact, the reason my name is what it is because I thought that this game was going to be terrible when we first played it. I thought it was just going to be a joke game. So
Because the game we played before it was awful.
Yeah, so I named myself Little Pony Lover because I thought it was going to be terrible. The game we played before this was awful, and it was in the same genre. And then it turns out we liked the game. And at the time, I think you can change your name for free now, but at the time,
I think it's still paid.
Oh, is it still? You
Change
have to pay
name.
like $5 or $8?
Oh, it costs crystals now.
Crystals? Oh, okay.
And actually, you have more than enough crystals. It's 400 crystals now.
Yeah, but now it's like classic now.
Just team deathmatch. Oh, right, we have to do it.
Team Deathmatch. Wähle einen Champion.
You're allowed to change once for. Oh, okay. Oh, someone took the. Oh. Someone took a healer, okay.
Kleider machen
Good thing we
Leute.
have a damage.
Wähle dein Outfit.
It means team deathmatch, so we do not need a front line. But a flank would help. There we go, there's a flank.
Well, anyway, it's just been that way for so long now. I don't know, it's part of the lore now, and I can't change it, you know.
Why would he go Genos?
I don't know. Damage boost?
I guess so.
Oh yeah, also the music has been going along this whole time. It's Skyrim's OST. Because it's the best. That's fine.
Okay, good night, night.
Alright.
Night, night.
Well, thank you, good night, and thanks for stopping by, you know. We stream here on Fridays and Sundays, and then I stream on my channel most other times, which is just Ernest Ventures. Sorry, I don't play any CSGO, I'm afraid. I've never been that interested in it, mostly because the people who have seen playing it are very angry. I don't want
Yeah.
that. So,
A lot of Russians.
oh no, it was just the people I know, even personally, just get very angry with the game, and I don't want that. Yeah, I do. I switch a lot, so sometimes we do a lot of FPS, sometimes we don't. I do Star Wars Battlefront right now. Battlefront 2.
None that still be breathing.
And then this, and we're probably something else, I'm not sure. Can we move?
5, 4,
Not yet.
3,
Just making sure.
2, 1.
Team deathmatch is no mount.
Lass die Spiele beginnen.
That was awesome!
Die Schlacht steht
They're gonna be
kurz
talking.
bevor.
Broadside!
Ooh. They're all over there.
Yeah, we'll see him.
Ein Gegner hat erstes Blut vergossen.
Blow the man down!
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.
Good night.
Sorry. Try not to, you know, be awful
Die.
for my team.
Behind us, on the stern.
Oh my god, Genos, no! I hate Genos. He always seems to be able to move people when I am just about to hit him with something.
Oh, it puts him in the air.
Yeah.
So you miss.
What made you think the laws of men would?
Let's make this interesting.
Jones calls.
Gegnerischer Triple Kill.
It ganged up on.
No one escapes the law.
The stars spell their doom.
Release the Kraken. Got any medicine? Blow the man.
I want to back up.
Nope.
Watch out. Fire.
Told me to back up and there's fire. I don't know, I think Link's on the other team. I didn't see.
Gegnerischer Double Kill.
Blimey. Broadside.
That's the stuff.
Mordserie.
Nope, stop. I got him.
I got him.
Blow the man down.
The stars spell their doom.
No one escapes the law.
Our line.
Burn, monster! Give them hell!
Let's make this interesting.
I got this! Taking fire! I'll let you have this one. To see!
Mordserie.
The soul. Broadside.
Another journey.
Scallywags will be behind us.
I should buy something.
Gewonnen.
Oh, well.
Gar nicht
We
übel.
did it.
That
was
awesome!
You're out of this
I'm
world.
fighting for justice. I don't have any regrets. Cancel that.
Was that ours or theirs?
Let's see.
Ours.
Ours.
Oh, no,
Theirs.
theirs.
Easy pickings.
We did it.
We did it. I got best damage.
Oh.
The most kills.
Oh.
I got the most shielding.
I guess I'm not very good. I should just uninstall the game.
Oh my god, you did pretty good.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
8 kills.
I'm sorry.
It's better than their team.
I'm sorry. It's true. I didn't notice. Sarah's
look at
only
the
had 2,000 damage.
Yeah.
Right, I'm the. Did we just drop out of that one?
Someone did, not us.
I hear ticking.
Someone
oh,
failed to join.
Oh, okay. Player failed to join.
Someone must have been unresponsive.
Another unresponsive one. God, how many people died playing this game?
It just pulled a B, Sam.
Did it just say that?
Hmm?
This ash available instantly in the battle pass.
Whoa.
Team Deathmatch.
Another team deathmatch.
Wähle deinen Champion. Kleider machen Leute.
Io.
Wähle dein Outfit.
Do we? Okay. Wait. Oh no. This is
You don't need a
deathmatch
tank,
again.
yeah.
There's only 2 of them.
I mean, that can work, yeah.
What do you mean that can work?
Having tanks.
No, I meant I need 2 death matches.
Oh, right.
Well, 1 after this.
So, who do you think has the biggest cup size in Paladins?
I don't know. Stop.
Let us shine
Stop.
upon this battlefield.
Saris.
Let's see what's see about different music. Thank you, Paladins, for being extremely loud when alerting me.
Yeah, isn't that a cool feature?
Yes, it's a great feature.
Let our grace pass on to you, to protect, to save, to fight.
Real quick, come on, give me the music. Give me the music for games.
5, 4,
Oh, right, this stuff's
3,
like extra
2,
fast.
1. Auf in den
Oh
Kampf.
god, did you choose your talent?
Mach dich bereit für den Kampf.
Alright, good.
They're going around.
No, Tiberius just flew off the edge.
Oh my god, he killed himself.
I brought you a present.
behind us.
Erstes Blut.
Dead.
My face, healer. It must be done.
They're behind us.
God, I have 1 health left. Literally 1 health.
I don't know where you are.
Oh my god, how am I alive?
Gegnerischer Double-Kill. Ein Gegner hat eine Mordserie. Gegnerischer Double-Kill.
Take our light.
Ein Gegner verfällt in Raserei.
Let's make this interesting.
You challenge Makoa?
Patience. Give them hell.
SMO managed to live again.
Ein Gegner verfällt.
Give them hell.
Shoot, Tiger Man. He's dead. Now I'm kind of all alone. Tiger
May
Man's
this
over here.
protect you.
Ein Gegner hat eine
By
Mordserie.
me? Yeah, by me. Don't fall off the edge. Oh, thank God. Up on the castle thingy.
Got her.
Take our light.
Not sure where they're now. I see them all.
May this protect you.
No.
Let's disengage. Oh. Hey, my ult's ready.
Take our
Let's make this interesting.
Come and get me. Time's ticking.
You can't escape.
Tiger Man. How I changed the weapon!
May this protect you.
Oh, got him. Help me.
I don't know where you are. There you are. I don't know how he changed the weapon.
Wap on?
Did you not see his chat?
No. Oh, did he say weapon? Like,
He said, how
Half-Life
does he
fanfic.
change it? Link, how does he change it?
Give them hell.
Half-Life fanfic never mentioned it. He just pulled it out.
No, what? Tiberius.
Yeah, I know what he meant. Weapon.
He's asking about the character that he's playing. Does he have a secondary weapon?
No.
Oh. No, he does. He has a different one.
It's not like Strix. He doesn't pull it out.
Is it like a special?
Yeah, it's just a special. 15 in a row.
Attention all! A master.
Oh, he got me.
Come and get me. May this protect you.
Mordserie. Gewonnen.
We did it.
Gar nicht übel.
When you've lived as long as I
Ooh.
have, you stop caring about little things like collateral damage.
You challenge Makoa?
Took me that long to use iron sights.
Bad gamer.
I didn't need the iron sights the first
Bad
few.
gamer.
I know when to use iron sights, but not to. Whap on. Aye, whap on.
I didn't do most healing. Although maybe it helped that I did more damage than both of their healers combined.
You didn't need to heal as much. I did enough reverse healing.
Let's do one of these. See how long this one takes.
Belagerung. Wähle einen Champion. Kleider machen Leute. Wähle dein Outfit.
Guess I'm frontlining.
What is local hero, by the way?
Oh, no, it's just some kind of title.
I know, but like everybody has it. Any idea?
I do have it, but I don't use it. What? Why is it going?
Let us shine upon this battlefield. Even the smallest being can alter the course of the future.
Watch me. I'm gonna scream.
Why are you howling?
I'm just screaming at everything, man.
Okay, scream at this picture.
Die Schlacht steht kurz bevor.
Screaming at it. I do like that emote is just scream. 'Cause it's really not a howl. It's not like hoo or a fox noise, which is actually just fox noise. Well, yeah, but they also when they scream they sound like women.
Oh, there we go.
It's strange. You know how cougars? I don't know if you know. Have you ever heard of cougar?
Yeah, rich old woman.
Oh my god, no, stop. A real one, you know, a mountain lion.
Yeah.
You know how they sound, also like women screaming?
Yeah.
Foxes sound like that too. That's a lot of damage.
May this protect you.
dead.
Capture the objective. Capture the objective.
I think we need to capture the objective.
I can't when I'm dead, buddy.
Need healing.
I can't heal when I'm
the
dead.
Objective.
Capture the objective. Come on.
Take our flight. We must
Ein
return.
Gegner hat eine
I captured the
Mordserie.
objective. I did it.
Thank you.
Capture the objective.
Oh,
I did it.
Gotta capture it again.
Capture the
I
objective.
did it.
Oh my god, why aren't we doing that bad? Why is he yelling? It's the first round. Why is he freaking out?
Verteidigt die Ladung.
Oh my god, I can't heal when our ruckus just stands in the fire.
He literally can't. It reduces healing.
Yeah, my fox is dead.
I'm gone.
Oh, fox, come on,
May
fox.
this protect you.
No, she's
Give
not
them
really.
hell.
Give them metal.
Ein Gegner verfällt in Raserei. Gegnerischer Doppelkill.
Need healing.
Why was she? Our
Ein
Eevee was
Gegner
shooting
ist
at you.
unaufhaltbar.
Why?
I don't know.
Take our flight.
Ein Gegner
Io can't heal, says Koga.
Ein Gegner hat eine Mordserie.
God, their Bomb King is amazing.
It's like Koga gave up.
May this protect you. Get away from me.
Show them no mercy.
Ein Gegner hat eine Mordserie. Noch 30 Sekunden.
Please heal us.
Oh god.
Steal me back in.
Capture the objective.
A blessing.
Eroberungspunkt wird aktiviert in 15 Sekunden.
Did you see any of the Bomb King like cams?
No.
He's amazing.
Oh, I don't think I got killed by him yet.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Capture the objective.
Target locked.
Beside me.
Killed Bomb King.
She's beside me. Still beside me. Oh, I can't move.
We must
Why is there a tank? Why is there
Why was the
tank?
tank all the way back here?
Capture the objective.
Ah, there it is.
is must protect.
Capture the objective. Capture the objective.
We did.
There is still hope.
I was healing you as you said that, man.
Give them hell.
flash out.
There's way too much damage.
A second chance.
No, Cassie, don't go in there. Stop feeding.
Take our light.
Ein Gegner hat eine Mordserie. Ein Gegner hat eine Mordserie.
Fire true. Stay behind me.
Where you looking?
Come on. Come on.
Show them no mercy.
Why is she ulting way over here?
She was about to die.
Ein Gegner verfällt in
It was just to save
Raserei.
himself. Oh my god.
Can't heal you. I don't know where you are, man.
Capture the objective.
How can I capture the objective?
I think he's just mocking now.
Noch 30 Sekunden.
Help! Help!
Is it heating up in here?
Noch 15 Sekunden.
I'm gone.
10, 9, 8,
Capture the
7,
objective.
6,
We should not have wasted it all.
4, 3, 2, 1.
No.
Verlängerung.
Keep you beside. Left, I mean.
May this protect you.
Oh my god. I killed the Eevee and not her.
Blink, you'll miss it.
Cassie.
Watch our flanks.
Tank, Ruckus, stop with the fire. Why does he stand in the fire so much?
You might have to now.
Mordserie.
No, he didn't. My fox was there.
Oh.
Ein Gegner hat eine Mordserie.
My fox died. I couldn't.
We did pretty good in the end, I guess.
Capture the objective.
It's like he
Capture the
loves.
objective.
It's like he loves the fire. I don't know why Ruckus is always in the fire.
It's just nice and warm.
I've seen him consciously walk into the fire more times.
Eroberungspunkt wird aktiviert in 15 Sekunden.
But you know what makes sense?
What?
5,
Maybe he's a cat.
4,
Ah, there we go.
3,
He can't see below his nose, you know?
1.
Target locked.
Show them no mercy.
Ein Gegner verfällt in Raserei.
Oh my god.
Good game.
Ein Gegner hat eine Mordserie.
Oh jeez, what killed me? Was there just a lot of stuff there?
Yeah.
Gegnerischer
Did my fox
Doppelkill.
gun?
Capture the objective.
For a
Our
second.
love has rebirthed us.
Oh, does it die when I die?
Ein Gegner
Ja.
hat eine
Oh, I didn't know
Mordserie.
that.
Need healing.
I can't heal you when you're dead.
Need healing. Need healing. Need healing.
Capture the objective.
Ein Gegner verfällt in Raserei. Verlängerung. Kurz und vorbei.
I'm not finished.
Come closer. Don't deny me this embrace.
This guy.
Incinerate them.
I think I can kill him at the end. No, that's someone else.
Okay, he's pretty good.
What's up with this positivity?
Oh man, they did more healing than me. To be fair, I did die 5 more times than them.
And our tank wouldn't stop getting out of the fire
Well, I
that
should
cauterizes him.
more then. You want to do one more?
Yeah, sure. Their dude had the card where if you stand in the fire, you get 60% less healing. And I think that stacks with the other cards.
Yeah, I
can't
really
be-
don't know why. He really loved that fire. I don't think I've seen anyone go in the fire as much as him.
Did he walk into it or did he get stuck in it?
He consciously walked into it like at least 3 times I saw.
Okay, that's a little different than getting stuck in it.
No, he wasn't stuck. He
Belagerung.
walked into it.
Wähle deinen Champion.
He wasn't even on the point once. Oh, someone else took that. Oh, okay. Well, I know how to do this.
Kleider machen Leute. Wähle dein Outfit.
No flank then.
All hands on deck.
Like, he was not on the point. And she threw the fire, like, outside by the wall. And then he just walked into it and started shooting. And just stood there. If he moved up to the point, he would have gotten out of the fire.
That's too
No
complicated.
crew ever mutinied on me. None that still be breathing.
What map is this?
It's payload.
That's not the map.
I'm just telling you what the objective, what the map is.
It's not Rob, but it'll do.
Wait, why'd I buy that? Whoops, I didn't mean to buy that.
Mach dich bereit für
Alright.
den Kampf.
No, less ability time. I thought I was still IO, sorry. Yeah, she's screaming.
Fünf, 4, 3, 2, 1. Auf in den Kampf.
Auf in der Kampf.
Must be done.
Erstes Blut.
Welcome to the club.
Io has her fox just outside the circle. So it's not contrast.
On the stern.
Where that is? Shot from someone. That's it.
Help!
I like how Iro is very excited to fight. I saw her running at someone.
Broadside.
Our apologies.
Eskortiert die Ladung.
Miss service.
Ein Gegner hat eine Mordserie.
On my way.
She just walked down.
Noch 30 Sekunden. Mordserie.
Ooh, I ran right into that.
Noch 15 Sekunden. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Verlängerung.
May this protect you.
Yay.
By our grace.
Eroberungspunkt wird aktiviert in 15 Sekunden. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They're all back here for some reason. Still on the point.
Our apologies.
5 in Serie.
Into the abyss.
Their course is set. Take our light. You can't stop me so easily.
What's she doing? What was her plan there? I'll just walk slowly at them. No,
Someone's knocking on my door.
7 in Serie.
well, isn't it pretty late there?
Yeah, give me a second. Be right back.
Behold the dragon's fury!
Must have been the dog.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow, that should hit.
Broadside!
Noch 30 Sekunden.
Reach for the sky!
Noch 15 Sekunden. 10, 9, 8,
Their course is set.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gaze
Verlängerung.
into the abyss. There are many of them. Good. Finish this.
Hatred, seek revenge.
Oh wow, I actually moved.
Gewonnen.
Wow.
Did it.
Gar nicht
You
übel.
did it. Wow, I did it.
All-consuming power!
You should really take off that mask and speak.
Into the abyss.
Their course is set.
I thought the player game was just me looking around for a few seconds.
Gewonnen. Gar
I mean,
nicht
your first
übel.
move was pretty good. Didn't kill anyone though.
What do you mean first move?
Your ult. Shatter
It
them.
stunned them.
Yeah.
And I targeted the Ceres first. Might be a problem if I get the most kills, the most damage, and the most objective time.
Braum was pretty good. I tied for the second most kills.
I like Scoops. I helped in the player of the game, top play. It's literally him just knocking him away from me, so it was harder to kill. You done?
Yeah, are you gonna stream?
No.
No? Okay. Alright, guess that's it for us. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night, everybody. Hope everyone had fun. We'll be back Sunday, probably with just more generic games, not the maze, sorry. Probably just like, you know, boring old normal games.
Yuck.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Have a fantastic evening, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Also, if you're wondering, the music for the past bit has been Song of the Ancients from Nier, but the 1 hour long version. And interesting story, I have it in my list of OSTs because for the longest time I didn't even realize that it was the same song repeated for an hour. It's that good of a song.
It's just perfect.
Honestly, I don't know any other song like this that I have actually accidentally listened to on repeat for a long time and not even realize that it's the same song. I don't know what it is about the song. It's weird. Anyway, good night, everybody.